about this.
Yeah.
If this is okay, if this is what would not make Jesus God, well, their God do not know the hour. If we go to the chapter of the moon as an example, in the moon chapter it says that is al-qamar. The judgment day is near and the moon is split, but no moon is split. It's a lie. Suddenly there is no judgment day happen. So do Allah knew the hour? You don't. Chapter 54, verse number 1. What kind of God? He claimed that the hour is, you see in Arabic it says اقتربت. Iqtarabat is not just like soon. It's like it's getting so close. And now the sign of the day of judgment already started. It's not just a close. It is the split of the moon. Why the moon is split? Because the judgment day is near. So why the moon is fixed back? Like, if the moon is split is a sign of day judgment, then it should be split. That's it. Why Allah He fix it?
Yeah.
And nobody witnessed such a thing. The Muslim, they claim in the hadith that the moon is split to the point that the mountain of Hara, the moon became two pieces far distance, like the mountain appear in the middle, and the moon become two pieces far from the moon, from the mountain, which mean like in reality this would be millions of miles. This is not just a crack, this is a total split. Even the Quran says inshaq, which means split. So here we go. Allah, He mentioned the hour, but you do not know the hour. We are 1,400 years after Muhammad, and yet nothing happened. Muhammad, he said in the hadith, liyushikna, the Messiah, he's almost coming down. This is what yushikna mean. Let us see. Let us show you the hadith. Muhammad claiming, even there's other hadith saying that even this person, a child, he will not grow old before the judgment day happen. And here this is the hadith about the Messiah. Muhammad, he swear by Allah, and this is very authentic, by him in whose hand is my life, the son of Mary, he will soon descend among you. He's speaking to who? To the people in front of him, right?
Yeah.
Did Isa descend among them? Those people are dead 1400 years ago, and there's no Isa. Muhammad, he make it clear, he cannot keep his mouth shut, that when the Messiah he come down, he will abolish the jizya. There's no jizya from long time. Read it. So if this will happen, should happen in the time when the Muslims are still in control and they are forcing the Christian to pay the jizya, which a theft from the Muslims, a gang like the mafia, protection money, pay or die. Jesus will abolish the jizya. That means this should happen before the jizya is already abolished. Nobody pays jizya. Who pays jizya in Saudi Arabia? Nobody. No Christian pays jizya even in Pakistan. Nobody pays jizya. Where? So Muhammad, he made it clear that the moon is split and the judgment day is near. And this is supposedly Allah speaking. And Muhammad now, he get message from Allah saying that the Messiah will come soon between you. You who they are in front of him. Not you 10,000 years after. If he say the Messiah will come one day between the people, no, he says between you, speaking to people in front of him. And he will be what? He will be the judge and he will be just. How Muhammad claimed that Messiah is just a prophet and he can be a just judge?
Yeah, true.
Only God is just.
Can judge.
I can be a judge, but I cannot be just. It's impossible.
Yeah.
but only the Messiah, he is a just judge. And look what Muhammad he says. Is Muhammad just judge? No. Muhammad he says that any one of you, I curse him or I whip his back unjustly. I made a condition with Allah to make it as mercy for him. So Muhammad he confirmed that even he is beating people unjustly. Look what he said, and this is authentic. Oh Allah, and look at the title here. Chapter, whenever is cursed, revealed or prayed against by the Prophet when he does not deserve that. So what Muhammad did? Muhammad he is cursing people when they don't deserve. Muhammad he whipped the back of people when they don't deserve. Muhammad he beat people when they don't deserve. And Muhammad claiming that he made that condition on Allah, that anyone I curse him or I beat him unjustly, make it mercy for him. How that can work? So here we notice that the Messiah in Islam, suddenly he is the only judge and he is the only just. And this will be happening in the judgment day. Muhammad in his time, the one supposedly the Muslim, they claim he is guided by Allah. And he is the best of mankind. He is beating his people, cursing, invoking curse, saying filthy language, whipping their back unjustly. Does it say unjustly? Or I'm making things up? Here we go. Do you see it?
The hell? Yeah.
So everything the Muslim they say, it is the opposite. It is about their prophet. So the Messiah, if you go, when we talk about the Messiah, he know the day of judgment or not, you will, how come the Messiah they don't say, they don't see? Like in verse number 21, there will be tribulation such as was not since the beginning of the world in this time. If we go there, you will see the Messiah giving a lot of signs of days of judgment which nobody knows. And then Muhammad he tried to copy it, he put it in the Quran. So what the Messiah is speaking of, all of this is what the Messiah he is telling us what will happen.
Yeah.
So from the signs of the day of judgment, the Messiah speak of, but the day of judgment is in the hand of the Father to announce it only. Why? Because simply, when the whole world is corrupt, that is the job of the Father to do the announcement. It's not my job. It's not for me. It's for me to be the judge. And then what will happen? After all those signs happen, which the Messiah he count for us, which the Muslim they try to ignore, then the Messiah, then he shall send his angels with a great sound of trumpet, and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of fig tree. And he continues speaking. So the Muslim, they don't mention that, you know. So then when they go to say, okay, but of that day and the hour knows no man, no, not the angels of the heaven, but my Father only. How come the Muslim, they don't see the rest? And how come they did not notice that he just said, my Father only?
Yeah.
Who? My Father. So even this one confirmed that Jesus is the Son, and the Father is the only one who will announce it. He's the only one who will tell about it. So they did read this one, but did not read that Jesus said, my Father. So they believe in this one now? If they believe, that means Jesus here is right. You know, this is telling the truth that Jesus is the Son of God.
Yeah.
And then he continued, he's giving you all the signs and all the explanation. And look what it says here. Therefore, be you also ready for such an hour as you think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, who is the Lord has made ruler over the household to give the need a due season. And then he continued here saying, I mean, the whole chapter is really amazing, But the Muslim, they are trying to find a reason to believe or to make you believe that Jesus cannot be God. So Jesus cannot be God when he made the blind see. Jesus cannot be God when he is a son of virgin. Jesus cannot be God because now he is in heaven alive. But Jesus cannot be God because he does not know the judgment day. All those things we just mentioned, to be alive, every human die. In Islam, every human die. The Quran says Muhammad is a messenger between messengers who all of them they pass away.
Yeah.
Is the Messiah a messenger?
For
How?
them, yeah, but for us, no.
No, I mean, if he is a messenger, the Quran says that all messengers before Muhammad,
yeah.
they died.
Yeah.
And the Quran says if this is a book have contradiction, cannot be from God.
Yeah, true.
So how all the messengers before the Messiah died and the Messiah is still alive? Are we talking about the same religion? This is a contradiction.
Yeah, there's so many contradictions in the Quran, like very stupid. Like you mentioned about the star and the creation day. Even Allah cannot remember which one he make first.
Let me show you something very funny. In chapter 3, it says,
Yeah.
Muhammad not but a messenger. Messenger have passed away before him. This is false, by the way. It says all the messengers pass away before him. Why if he die or slain? What kind of God you do not know if Muhammad will die or slain? Why he's saying if he die or slain?
Mm.
Do you know why? Because there's no third option.
Yeah.
So I am God, and I say to you, I'm going to tell you a prophecy about how I will die. I will say, okay, if Muhammad, he says, if this verse says, if he was slain, you leave Islam. Well, and then Muhammad, he was slain. That will be okay. God, he said, Muhammad will be killed. Oh, look, it happened. But now this God, because he didn't know, Muhammad, he did not know how he will die. He have many enemies, they might kill him. But he might die still normally. So he added two options because he himself did not know how he will die.
Yeah.
But we will see the Messiah, he knew how he will die. The Messiah, he told them what they will say even when the Roman, they come to capture him, right? He told them when.
Right.
He told them what they will say. They told them how they will deny him. So the Messiah, he knew, Muhammad do not know, and his God do not know how Muhammad will die. It's like you come to me and you say to me, hey, CP, are you a prophet? Sure. My name is Arabian prophet. You say, my wife, she is going to deliver a child. He's going to be a girl or a boy. I say to you, let me prophesy to you. I speak to Allah. And then, listen, Allah, he just told me that your wife, she might deliver a boy or a girl. Ew, that's deep. There's a third option? You come to me and you say, Christian Prince, can you ask your God, Allah, to the moon God, to tell me how I will die? Okay, listen, I think God, he just told me that you might die by car accident or by cancer or by your wife beating you with the fryer, potato fryer, or by airplane crash, or by falling from the roof, or this is not a prophecy.
Yeah,
what kind of God? He did not know how as a prophet he was going to die. Other prophecy, all of those provide us with very important thing that Muhammad did not know. Like Muhammad in chapter of Al-Kafirun, he said that I will not worship what you worship, and you will not worship what I worship, so you will not worship what I worship, and I will not do worship what you worship, because you don't have worship what I worship, and you have the religion, I have mine. Later, all of them, they became Muslims. He just told them, I will not worship what you worship. And you will not worship what I worship. And then all of them, they worship what he worship. In fact, he worship what they worship.
Man, what the fuck?
No, don't use bad language. So chapter 109, be careful. Don't use bad language. Try never to use this language. This does not make you a smart person, doesn't make you a good Christian, it doesn't make you a valid person in society. Stay away from this
Okay.
language. You can say like, what the heck? There's many words to avoid saying such a stupid thing.
Okay,
So,
potato.
the chapter of Al-Kafirun proving to us that this is going to be from God. Why? Because if Allah, He knew the future, don't He knew that they will worship Him at the end?
Mm.
Don't He knew that Muhammad later He will recite the satanic verses and he will be born down to the three daughters of Allah? So how He will not worship what I worship, and Muhammad now worshiping what they worship, and later they worship what He worship? So again, this is a false prophecy from a false God.